Hi, welcome back to the channel. I haven't made a video for a while, and mostly that's because I really haven't been out there taking a whole lot of photographs. Well, I hadn't been taking pictures for a while for a couple of reasons, and I don't want to give you a whole bunch of silly excuses like the weather is bad and Christmas came. Yeah, all of that stuff was true, but none of it had anything to do with why I wasn't out there taking photographs. What happened was that I actually started getting afraid of going out and hiking on my own and going into the bush, and I had hurt my back at some point, and I wasn't feeling as physically active as I usually am, so I was slowed down. And yeah, I could blame a little bit of that on my age, but really I think it was my mental state that played a larger part in that than anything else. So it occurred to me that if I'm feeling that way, you know what, there's probably more people out there feeling that way as well. But the goal of today's video is to share with you how I overcame those challenges by practicing landscape photography from the side of the road. So, one more thing before we start the video. I have some news, and we're going to have a contest, so stick around to the end of the video for details about that. Without any further delay, here's today's video. About an hour and 20 minutes from my home is our destination. But to get there, I'm going to need a little coffee to fuel me and a little bit of gas to fuel the van. Right here in this pullout, directly lakeside. I captured this image on a rainy day about 3 years ago. Not 5 steps from my car door. Quite often when I come out to photograph spots in Egmont, I arrive a little early and I sit here and I enjoy this gorgeous view and a nice hot cup of coffee. Just a couple of kilometers down the road is where I captured one of my all-time favorite images. Do you recognize this image? You'll be very surprised how close to the side of the road it really is. If you're having some mobility issues or you just don't want to hit those trails on your own anymore, it's possible to find some really incredibly beautiful images just along the side of the road. Just keep your eyes open. That said, be careful out there and practice safe driving. When taking photographs along the side of the road, remember to be safe. Always wear bright colors and make sure that oncoming traffic can easily see you. Sadly, the sound you're hearing in the background is the beginning of logging in this area. This beautiful scene may not be here for very much longer. I really hope that I'm wrong about that. But there's been a lot of building. British Columbia's west coast is under the constant threat of deforestation. That makes capturing these images so much more important. Putting all negative thoughts behind me, I'm heading down the road again towards North Lake. This is a really easily accessible location. And if you get there in the right conditions, you can capture some incredibly stunning images. less than 3 minutes away, this next stop is extremely special to me. It is where I captured 2 of my absolute most favorite images. As I pulled in, I started to realize that something was very, very wrong. The tree from which I captured this image of moss-covered hanging branches was now down in the swamp, gone. In fact, the whole area had been taken down by a recent storm. But that's nature, and as sad as it is, it simply creates a change in the images you capture, like this one. I was very relieved to see that my favorite old tree was still standing. Although, by the look of the area, I'm really not sure how much longer she's going to last. So I'm going to be recording the life of this tree every month for the next year. Despite the decimation of the area and the sadness in my heart, I still managed to find another magical scene that captured my imagination. This spot is only 10 minutes away down the very same road. I've actually been wanting to stop here for quite a while. As you can see, I didn't have to wander far from my van to find a composition. And off we go again back towards Gibson's, with a short stop just off the highway at Ruby Lake. I just couldn't resist this gorgeous reflection. And can you see that eagle up on top of that tree? 20 minutes later, and I'm pulling over again. Normally, I don't find this area too terribly exciting. It absolutely amazes me how a little bit of fog and a little change of atmosphere can just alter the entire character of an area, and you start to see it with brand new eyes. I'm just totally blown away that these 2 images were taken directly across the road from each other. Wow. This next spot, I drove right past and I had to turn around and come back because this creek is just absolutely amazing right now. Normally it doesn't have this much water coming through it. Too bad I couldn't find a composition I liked. I'll come back when there's a little more greenery. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was helpful to you. Hey guys, before we get into the contest, if you could give me a like and a follow, I would really appreciate it. It would very much help the channel out. So here's my big news. At least it's big news for me. I finally launched a photography website. I'm excited. If you've been following my photography for a while, you can now purchase prints at my website. To celebrate the new website, I'm holding a contest where you can enter to win this 11 by 14 fine art print. Here are a few ways to enter the contest. Number 1, just like this video and leave me a comment below about something that you liked about it. Did you have a favorite image in there? Let me know. You can also enter over on my Instagram or on my Facebook page. And before you go, don't forget to check out the new website. I'll leave links for everything down below for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.